Ciao everybody, welcome back. Chef Dona here once again for another authentic Italian recipe. Today I'd like to show you how to do a Burramundi Fillet Isolana style. So the Isolana style comes from the very bottom of Italy, about around Sicily, thereabout, and the recipe comprehends obviously two fresh fillets. This recipe serves two, I should say. Two fillets of Burramundi, fresh saltwater barramundi, and then we have baby potatoes, also known as cocktail potatoes, nice and soft. You can eat the skin from it. About 100 grams of cherry tomatoes, one zucchini. We're gonna use half an onion, brown onion, couple of garlic cloves, and about 80 grams of olives. For today we have two olives, Vittoria and Kalamata, unpeated, because I think they're more flavorsome, but watch your tooth. Now, let's start. You wanna go over a medium heat. Preheat your pan while we get the fish fillet ready. 2 tablespoons, 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil in that pan, and we are going to start by preparing the fish. So you want to score the barramundi skin. It works better if you have a sharp knife. So the way you can score it, you can grab your fillet like that, make a notch, and run your knife through. So you want to score obviously the thickest part of the fillet. So that helps to have a flat skin first of all, and also help an even cooking of the flesh. Alright, then another thing you want to do is, if you have excess fat from your belly that you don't want to eat or you don't like because it's slightly chewy, if you're not a fan of it, just remove it. You can either keep it for a stock or bin it. Make sure that you don't have bones and your fillet is cleaned properly, and that's it. Next step, salting your skein. That will help you not only you want to pat dry. Alright, few seconds. So the salt on the fish skin is going to help to crispen up evenly the skin and also prevent stickiness. If you have a non-stick pan, that will do the job too. Now, skin down. You want to hear this sizzling. That means the oil and the pan is at the right temperature. Put an even pressure on a fish fillet. Just a few seconds, and second fillet goes in. What are we going to do now? The first step is you just want to cook the skin. We don't want to cook the fish fillet first. So skin only, and we start working on the next step, which are potatoes and zucchini. So our potatoes, you want to cut them roughly 1/2 centimeter thick. This way. This recipe that serves two, as we said, has 6 potatoes. If you want less, put less. You want more, put more. That's simple. There's no strict rules in cooking. It's what about you like, as I like to say. Alright. So those are the potatoes. And then we're gonna have zucchini, 2 hands, and then about 1.5 centimeter in thickness. Our fish is sizzling along really well. Don't try to move it too early. The skin will be sticking until it's not ready. So as soon as you see that the skin is peeling off the pan, that means it's ready. Don't be too scared about overcooking your fish. The skin of the barramundi is fairly resistant, so it needs a fair bit in there. Adjust your heat as you go. You don't want to have too much heat in there. You don't want to burn it. You want to have the right amount of heat so the barramundi skin renders and crispens rather than burn. Alright. Then the next step will be cutting your cherry tomatoes in half. We have about 100 grams, half a punnet if you wish, and then we have, as we said, 80 grams of mixed olives. Those olives are just brine. They've not been flavored with anything extra. And as I said, we want to have 2 garlic cloves. Just peeled and crushed, no cutting required. Alright. 1 and 2. And then, as we said, half an onion. Peel your onion, and then we're going to fine dice it, ready to go on a pan. An easy way to slice your onion is to maintain its bottom, so that keeps your onion all together while you dice it. If you normally do stocks at home like I do, keep those bottoms, keeps the peel, that helps to flavor your stock. Alright, now we have all our, as you can see, I'm just crushing the garlic. That's our veggies that are ready. In the meantime, of our barramundi fillet has cooked the skin. As you can see, the skin is spilling off the pan. Just a flip and remove from the heat and keep it for later. That's how you want your barramundi skin to look like. Nice and caramelized. Now it's time to start the base of this Isolana. An extra half tablespoon of olive oil goes in. Your garlic and onion starts. You want to spread them over a medium heat. You don't want to change color or anything. Fry it up. Very gentle. Just your heat as you go. Those crunchy bits of the barramundi at the bottom of the pan will deglaze during the cooking process and will flavor your sauce. So don't change your pan. It's made on purpose like that. It's one pan cooking. So less cleaning, more happiness, you know? Alright. Our onion and garlic is going well. And by the time that goes, you can add your olives, which will cook nice and gently, releasing all the flavors. There you are. Alright, next step, your potatoes. Now what you want to do with that is sliding them into the pan. Let them be a little bit bossy. Let's push the onion towards the center of your pan. You're not going to move those potatoes anymore. Once they are in there, they stay in there. They will form the base of your pan. As you can see, the olives are all pushed in the center. Time for seasoning. Of salt, a bit of pepper, obviously zucchini and cherry tomatoes will be towards the end of the process. Potato takes much longer. So that's why you start from your potatoes, even though they are baby potatoes and they cook bullet fast. Just a quick turn, put them back exactly in the same position. Light season on the other side. And it's time to have a bit of deglazing with our wine. Wine of the day, Bianco di Puglia, from the Puglia region, of course, about 100 ml. This is a blend of two native grapes from the region, Piano and Malvasia. Really floral, but dry. It's fantastic wine. Alright, so as you can see by the glazing, you start forming sauce right there. The natural starch of the potatoes will help you thicken the sauce. Now it's time to scatter your zucchini in there. Once the zucchini are there, you want to have cherry tomatoes as well. Adjust your seasoning for the new ingredients that we just put in. Grind of salt, grind of pepper, some very rough chopped parsley, and what you want to have is a second pan of the same size or a lid. Adjust the flame to a very minimum. Be patient 10 minutes and come back to your pan. This is the time to enjoy a glass of wine. About 10 minutes are gone, and now we are about to reveal what is gonna happen. Yes. All right, look at those colors. Now, funny enough, you have white, green, and red. It reminds me of something. Smell delicious. The potatoes are 80% done, and it's now time to finish our fish fillet right in there. So, as you remember, we only did the skin part, completely raw. You just want to place it at the top, like that. And the steam alone of the cooking process is going to cook your fish. All right. As I said, this recipe really traditional from Sicily, thereabout, and you can put other ingredients in there. You can add capers, put fresh oregano. That's the way my mom taught me, and I actually love it. Nice and simple, really fresh. It goes well either with a glass of white or a glass of rosé. About 5 minutes to go. Let me grab a plate and let's plate up. And there we are for the last stage of this Burramundi Fillet all'Isolana. Another 5 minutes are passed, and our fish is now cooked. Cooked to perfection, I'd say, with all the rest. So you've been the witness of the entire process, one pan cooking. My wife will be so proud of me today. Actually, she's right there. She's looking at me. All right, time to play. Let's move the fillets first. Nice and gentle, just on the side. Like that, and then you want to have still your potato, zucchini, and cherry tomatoes evenly over the two plates. That looks incredible. Another super tasty, super tasty, authentic recipe. Just a reminder that if you use, as I do, unpitted olives, don't make your dentist happy. Sorry for all the dentists out there. All right. Now, final touches are about to go. When I say final touches, I mean a good drizzle of olive oil, fresh grind of pepper, if you fancy pepper. I love pepper. Not in every dish, but have you seen my generosity? All right, there we are. filetto di barramundi all'isolana. Share with your friends, teach all your family, keep cooking and keep following my channel. Ciao!